I had to start off with a smile all the time. Did you miss me? It's been a minute since I've been live. Why is my YouTube so dark? We got to fix that problem. But today, it is what it is. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's a great day. It was a great night to have a great night, I should say. Hi, Ronnie. So, it's been a minute since I've gone live. And I was like, I'm going to do it today because I have some things that I want to say. I got some things I want to say, right? So it's Halloween. My name is Toria Howard, by the way, if you don't know who I am. I'm an educator, first and foremost. Okay. Hey, Willard. I'm an educator, first and foremost. And I'm also a real estate professional and financial literacy educator. All these other things wrapped up in one. But today, I'm talking about protecting your finances. That's what we're talking about today. So, a lot of people don't like to talk about their finances. A lot of people are scared to even talk about it. I was talking with a young lady about she does financial literacy, wealth building, and things like that on her platform. And she was like, it's so many people that want me to help them with credit, but then they are so afraid to admit that they need help with credit. So I just want to say, let's debunk that. Okay, let's get rid of that part because our financial landscape is changing. If you don't understand that, you need to know there's an election next week. So you need to know that the financial landscape is changing. So you need to get your house in order. And one way that you can do that is with our protection plan. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this paper, but I will put it closer here. But this is what I'm going to be discussing. Okay. This is what it's backwards a little bit, but this is what I'm going to be discussing. And you can get this information from my link in my bio. I'm also going to put it on my YouTube. You can see the same information on my link, my digital card. So I work with a company called United Credit Education Services. If you've never heard of them, it's a financial literacy company, nonprofit organization out of Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm from Detroit, so what up, though, to all my Detroit people? And they've been in the financial sector for over 20 years. And we have a flagship product called the Protection Plan. And what that entails is, yes, it's credit repair, but what our company does is they do everything based on the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I even use the services for myself. So they dispute every negative item at one time with all three credit reporting agencies at one time. So there's not one, one creditor being, disputed versus, with one credit reporting agency, they're doing it all at once. They do everything on paper. And you have the opportunity as a client to either let them send your letters out for you. Either you can send them out for yourself by getting them emailed and then you mail them, or they can mail them to you, however you prefer. But I always tell my clients to let them mail them for you, right? It's easier that way. It's convenient. Who wants to go to the post office? How many people have gone to the post office in a long time? It's been a minute, right? We pick up our Amazon packages and do all these different things, but we don't go to the post office like that. Let's be real. So they can do the letters for you. So the credit attorneys, yes, there are credit attorneys that construct the letters for you. And within 30 to 45 days, you receive results. So I can't guarantee you, that's against the law for me as a real estate agent, and I like having my license to guarantee you a time frame because everybody's credit report is different. Everybody wants, we live in a microwave society, and everybody wants their credit repaired overnight, but it didn't, all these errors didn't come overnight. So you have to trust the process. And a lot of people don't like trusting the process, but we have to understand that everything takes time and you have to do things on your end in order to help you be able to push that forward, right? So within that time frame, you will be able to follow and track your progress. You'll be able to see how your credit is being disputed. You'll be able to log into your dashboard. You'll be able to see the remarks on each item. And it's not just, you know, collections and charge-offs. We're talking about, repos, evictions, foreclosures. judgments, bankruptcies, um, everything, any type of negative item you can imagine. Right now, if a garnishment is already going on, can't stop a garnishment, but you can still, and if you're in the bankruptcy process, you can stop, you can still dispute those items. So it just all depends on where you are in your journey. And like I said, we've had people on our platform who've had seven foreclosures. I've had 3 bankruptcies. Listen, I can admit that. I knew that I had to change my ways. I was not financially literate. And our company teaches you how to be financially literate. Not only is it just it's credit repair, but you learn how to budget. There's a budgeting tool where you can put in every single thing that you can imagine, from, you know, food and utilities and your rent and all of that type of stuff, mortgage, all the way down to you getting your hair done, your nails done, eating out subscriptions, all of that. And you'll be able to see the landscape. A lot of people don't want to start there at the budget. The budget is your blueprint. You have to start with your budget. You have to see what's going out. A lot of times we know what's coming in, but how many of us are swipers? I am. I can definitely admit that I'm a swiper because it's so easy. I tap too. I got my watch, boom, my phone, boom, We don't really know what's going out because a lot of times we have a lot of conveniences that we just tap, 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 swipe whatever. And then we got all these things that we sign up for, we forget about it. I mean, how many times have you just looked up and you subscribed to something and forgot? And then you like, oh my God, where did this come from? Listen, it's all of that. So you do that budget. That's your blueprint. You have a debt payoff tool. So you have high credit card debt. You can put those balances in there. Also, our credit monitoring tool, because that goes with that. It also will show you what's your best pay down date to increase your credit score. So you'll know when to pay it, and it's not on your due date. So they'll give you that alert where you'll be able to pay that credit card to help increase your credit score. We also have a savings goals tool. So if you're saving for a vacation, you're saving for a house, you say whatever it is, you can put that amount in there. And then, hey, they will, show you how to, what you want to, you said whatever you want to save. You want to save $2,000 for a vacation or whatever, and you want to go in 18 months or however, and they'll show you how much you need to save every month to get to that point. So you also have a will and trust that goes with our services. And a lot of people do need a will and trust, especially if you're thinking about owning real estate, because I am a real estate agent as well. So if you're thinking about owning real estate, unfortunately, a will can work, but it can still go in probate. So you need that trust to guarantee that your loved ones to get your items that you want to pass down, especially if you have real estate, especially those of you that have multiple real estate properties, or you have a business and you don't want your family to have to fight through probate to get that, because that's extra money, that's extra time. And you can get money back, but you can't get time back. So having these proper things in place, we have, like I said, you can set up a will and trust with our company, which goes with the protection plan. So this is not extra services. Also, on our plan, you can see your progress and what you need to do each month. So once you start to see those increases in your credit, you can get a secured credit card if that's what you need. You can refinance your car loan. You can refinance your student loans. You can get business loans. You can get a business secured credit card. And also, once you get to that 700 club, even like in the high 600, 700 club, and you need to add some trade lines, you can get those top tier banks with our company, the American Express, the Chase, the Bank of America, Wells Fargo. You can do that. And we're also adding life insurance. How many people have life insurance? So our company is a financial literacy company. We have the protection plan is what it's called. It's called the protection plan for a reason, because not only is it for credit repair, but it's also to protect your financial future. So once you're done with credit repair, because that's not a lifetime thing. Okay. We're going to end that. Once it's done, you have to learn how to use credit wisely. I helped one of my friends, I could call her my friend now, to purchase a home last year. And she was an advocate of not using credit. She was an advocate of, I'm going to buy everything with cash and things of that nature. And then when I changed her mindset and let her see it in a different way, she saw results within 3 months. I just gave her a few tips. She saw results within 3 months. She increased her credit score within 6 months. She was eligible to buy a home, but she had to wait another 4 months because she had to save some money. And it's so much money out here. Like, people are leaving money on the table, and y'all letting these corporations come in and buy up our neighborhoods. And you should be buying a block with your people. Like, we should be buying a block with our people. And it's so much money out here to buy homes. Detroit, I can speak for Detroit itself, is given $25,000 to purchase a home. Different counties are giving 17,000, 14,000, depending on your income, but and also you have to have a certain credit score, but it doesn't even have to be that high. But you just can't have any negative items. So you just need to make sure that you're planning your future, your financial future, and looking into this financial literacy, not only by using real estate as leverage, but you need to look into other financial vehicles. It's a lot of talk about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all these different things, and our money is not backed by anything anymore. You have, for all these foreign entities that are backing their money with either precious metals like gold, or they go into Bitcoin. You have to follow the money and understand that our financial landscape is changing, and you need to start where you are. Hey, Janelle, it's good to see you, girl. So, hi, Nisa. Let me say your name. I'm sorry. It's hi, Nisa. So you have to make sure that you are in the financial plane of being able to use these methods to be able to grow, because you don't have to sit and have 3 and 4 jobs to make extra money. You can use the money that you have by being more financially literate, seeing your budget, looking at your finances, cutting things out that you just simple sacrifices temporarily to move your money into different places and have them move into vehicles. You can buy REITs on the stock market, that pays you dividends. It's so many different vehicles. You just have to follow the money, find out what you like, and go there. But the first foundational thing is being more financially literate. You have to educate yourself on your own finances to figure out how you can leverage and step up. If it's, looking at credit repair, your budgeting, paying off debt, learning how to save, because the savings can be turned into investment accounts. So your savings you can flip that. Once you learn how to be more disciplined and save, you can flip that into investment accounts. You have to start somewhere. You can't just go cold turkey and just go out there and just throwing your money everywhere. Get educated. Find you a mentor if that's what you need, that you trust, that you like, know, and trust, that has a teaching style that you like, okay, that you can relate to. Read some books, get on YouTube or whatever. I know a lot of people don't I don't have time to read. I don't have time to do this, but you got time to binge watch a TV show. So it's like, are we watching other people make money versus learning how to make our own? I feel like, you I don't know, here we go with the state hater. That's all right. That's why I'm talking money, because we all about money green over here. You go with that. So you got to understand that you have to get the financial education that you need in order to elevate your life and live the life of your dreams. A lot of people don't understand. I should say, no, I shouldn't say don't understand. We understand, and we see all these people making money, and we do these things, and we always chasing money. But how about your money chasing, running, and moving for you? We don't understand that concept. That's what it is. We're in a situation where we always feel like we have to go out and work hard for money, when all actuality, all you got to do is think and grow rich, right? I mean, it sounds crazy, but you have to put your money in a vehicle that it keeps on moving, right? And in order for you to do that, you have to see where you can cut, or stop the bleeding. And a lot of people are not looking at that. The foundational thing is your budget, point blank and period. And if you need help with that, our services can definitely help you with that. Like I said, we do have credit repair. You can do a budget. You can do your savings goals. You can do your debt payoff. You can get your will and trust. You can monitor your credit. We have um, identity theft protection, which is definitely needed. We have You can have access to Rocket Lawyer after being on the services for 3 months. We have so many different things. That's why it's called the protection plan, because our platform teaches you so many things. And this is just surface of what I'm talking about. Once you get into the platform, you'll be able to see all the, there's so many different things to learn. And this is just the foundational. Once you get the foundation, you will be able to take your money to higher heights without having to get a side hustle and do all these extra things that we do, because it's not about working hard for our money. It's about our money working hard for us. And I had to learn that. I didn't know that. Like, I'm a type of person that's a multitasker. I'm all over the place. I'm always doing multiple things. I was an educator. Well, I am an educator. I was doing the basketball team. I was doing extra stuff at work to make extra money, when I had enough money to be able to, if I was just stop spending and swiping and spending, um, I had enough money to make my money work for me. I just chose to continue to work hard and add extra. And I was just always tired and never had no time. And I was always away from my family and my home. And I had to learn that time is more precious. How can I make my time more efficient and effective that'll work for me? So, it's all about just learning. And being an educator, I'm definitely, a lifelong learner. I'm continuously reading all the time. I'm continuously growing my aptitude in this situation, because I know how important it is for my family and my daughter and in her future sake. She has to mimic me. She sees the example in me, and if I am not disciplined, she's not going to be disciplined. And I learned my spending habits from my mom. My dad was more disciplined, and I wish I would have took on more of his teachings, but I didn't. So now you have to unlearn to learn, right? So I say all that to say this: whatever platform you choose, it is choose something that's going to help you elevate in your finances, I should say in your mindset, and in your finances, because it's a mental, spiritual, emotional, physical thing that you have to transform, because you have to change your mental, you have to change your emotions about money, because we have a relationship with money. We just try to play it off, but we know how we feel when we have it. We know how we feel when we don't. We have an emotional tie with money. You have to understand the spiritual, ties we have with money, and all those erroneous things that we feel about money. Money is the root of all evil, and rich people are greedy. We all greedy. We live in America. We all want it all. So we all consumers. Just some people know how to consume less and earn more so they can get more. Their assets are paying for the things that they're purchasing that you're seeing. They're not paying this stuff out of pocket. They're buying these Ferraris and these houses, and it's by money producing asset. But that's another level. So start where you are. Like I said, it's a mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical thing. It also goes back to physically putting in the work, feeding your brain, listening to things, reading. It's a transformation. It's a whole mind, body, and spirit transformation that needs to take place in order for you to grow. So I would love for you to take a look at our platform. like I said, United Credit Education Services. You can look at it on my link in my bio. In my Instagram, it's going to be on in my description of my YouTube. And I got to fix my lighting. I don't even understand why it's so dark, but that's another thing. But and then on my Facebook is tied to my, which is the wrong link. I'm gonna change that, but it will be in the comment section. So tap in. Let me know what you think. Give me some love. Show me some heart. Share it with some people that you feel need this protection plan. It's here at a nominal price. At that. So I bid you adieu. I've talked for way too long. I'm supposed to be 10 to 15 minutes or less, but it's okay. I just had to get it out, and I haven't done a live in a while, so I wanted to say, get out there. But I'm going to be doing more lives. I'm coming out with a book here soon that's going to talk about financial literacy incorporated with real estate. So I'm happy about that. I'm in the works of working with MetaConnects. Shout out to Esarinthia Duncan for helping me do that. So look out for that. And I will see you in these social media streets. And I'll be back live more often than not. Have an amazing evening.